Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning and it's such a beautiful day in Southern California. So I wanted to come on here really early and get a couple videos done for you. Cut my hair off quite a bit yesterday and I lightened it up because I like the red, but it feels like, it felt a little heavy. So I asked her to lighten it up a little bit. So she did that, but it's been a long time since my hair has been this short. I do this about every 6 or 7 years. I get the itch, I chop it all off and then I grow it back out, but I like it. I like it. It's feeling fresh right now. Enough about me. I wanted to do this video. I have this Neverfull. I bought this Neverfull pre-loved and I can't remember if I bought it off Fashion File or if I bought it off a Facebook group. I think I might have bought it off a Facebook group. But as you guys know, you can do the monogram through Louis Vuitton, and I was really interested in doing that, but then I felt the colors were kind of limited, so I started expanding my research a little bit to find other companies that did customization. And BJ Taylor had a couple bags done, 1 or 2 bags done, and so I reached out to her and we were talking back and forth, and she was really happy with the result that she got. So I wanted to just go for it. So I bought this pre-loved. I bought it without the pouch. This one is made in France and it's the older style, you can see there, because I didn't want to worry too much about whether or not how this would work out, although I did worry and I do have concerns about it. But so you can choose whatever colors you want. I got mine done through DTLA Custom and I was really happy with the transaction from the get-go. The lady that was helping me out was really nice. We were corresponding via email and then we had a couple phone calls as well. She asked me what I wanted. I gave her a concept. They worked it up, they mocked it up, they gave it back to me. There were a couple other revisions and then we finalized it. I paid my invoice. They shipped it off to me. I can't remember how long it took to get here because I've had this for a couple of years now. I wanted pink and I wanted like a champagne color. I wanted like a baby pink like I'm wearing right now, and like a champagne gold color. And I wanted my initial. I just wanted one initial with no dots or anything, and I wanted a heart on there. So I'm going to bring that in closer. It didn't extend out to the bottom, and then there's nothing on the back. So when you get a monogram piece from Louis Vuitton, it will go all the way through on both sides. But this one was just on one side because I wanted to be able to wear it on this side. And then I also, if I didn't want to use that, show that side, I could switch it around and show this side and just have like the plain classic. When I purchased this, it was already with the beautiful honey gold patina. And yeah, it's really beautiful. But I have some issues with this. Like I said, I've had this for about a couple years now. And the first year that I had it, I only used it maybe a dozen times, if that. I'm gonna actually say like half a dozen times before I noticed all of the chipping. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this or not. I'm gonna give you guys like a really good close-up of this. It's good to about, there. Can you guys see all the chipping? And then it's really pronounced here. And so the minute I noticed that, I was pretty distressed. I did reach out to the company. They said because I don't know. I was a little alarmed because when I carry this bag, I will carry it like anyone carries it. So carry it like this, and of course like this. Sometimes your arm like kind of falls. And then I'll sit it down carefully on the passenger side of my car, or usually on the floor in my office or something like that. And I didn't really understand why it was wearing so badly there. Chipping very badly. After only, half a dozen to a dozen wears. It just didn't make sense to me. I don't know why that was happening. I'm not harsh with my bags. I'm careful, and it's just, it's on my passenger side. Nobody else is sitting there. And then it's just carefully placed. So that's kind of bad, right? But I do love it. I think it's really pretty, and every time that I use this bag, every single time I get at least one question like, where'd you get that done? And here in Orange County, quasi-celebrity here, she stopped me, and she's really into Louis Vuitton, and she said, where did you get that done? So I gave her all the information too. I do get a lot of questions about this. Some people think my bag is fake because the monogram is so unique and so unusual, but it's not. It's not, it's real. And yeah, so I wanted to give you guys some feedback about the customization, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch from this Neverfull into the bag I've been using all week, and I'm also going to show you how I store my totes. So I have been using this beauty all week up until yesterday when I brought out my monogram, my customized Neverfull. So it's my Valentino tote, and I wanted to show you guys how I store it. So I always store it in the dust bag. I wasn't given a box for this because I purchased it from Nordstrom. I usually use a Samorga organizer to store my bags, and you'll see that as I switch out to this one from the other one. I stuffed it completely full of the air paper. So I'm going to bring all this out because I want it to maintain its shape, and this maintains its shape really well. First of all, let me show you the comparisons, the size comparison between these two bags. Let me get back a little bit. The Valentino is quite a bit smaller than the Neverfull. And what I'll do is I'll leave some measurements in the description box below. There's it side by side. It's not really showing, so I'll leave you guys some measurements in the description box below. So I'm going to take out all the air paper. And then this is the inside, and I absolutely love, 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 love this tote. Love it. I saw it in a white at the store the other day. This tote is just gorgeous. Like, it just has the one line of studs there. It's pretty subtle. It's got the Valentino there, and then it's got a zip right there, and then it says Valentino made in Italy right there. But it's really subtle, really pretty. So I'm going to switch into this one from this one. So I don't have a lot in here. This is kind of what I carry on a day-to-day basis when I have my larger totes. I don't have a bag shaper in this because I couldn't find one, but it's fine. All I have is like the paperwork in there. So let me just quickly take things out here so you guys know my Gucci Marmont card holder. It's like the only wallet I'm using these days. Absolutely love this wallet. Love, love, love this wallet. And you guys have seen in my other videos some information about that. I'm going to drop that in there. With tote bags, I'm allowed to use a hard card case, and so I'm just using my Coach sunglasses right now. And I love. Here's my cell phone case, my YSL cell phone case, because I'm using my cell phone to tape. And I've got my Louis Vuitton clay that has my business cards, and I've got my Longchamp tote, my little key that has my key in there, and then some lipsticks and stuff like that. And then I have, what have I got in my little zip? I've got my keys for work and a couple lip glosses. I'm using a lot of lip gloss these days because it provides a little bit of color and it stays on longer than chapstick. Oh, and my pen. They always just carry the same stuff. You guys must be so bored with what's in my bags. And then you'll see that I have a bag shaper, because I always use a bag shaper, but I don't use a Samorga or an organizer when I'm actually carrying the bag because it just feels too bulky, but I like the bag shaper, so that's in there. And I get lots of questions about where I got it, and I can't honestly remember. So then there's the interior of this beautiful bag. It's pristine because I hardly ever use it. And then how I store my bags is really simple. So I have my Purse Ummy bag organizer. And this is my favorite, actually. I like this one better than the Samorga. It's got lots of pockets. I can do a review of this if you want me, guys. If you guys want me to. And it's stuffed to the brim full of air paper, and then all I do is slip it inside like that. And then I put it in the dust bag, and then that's how I store my totes. So let me just do that really quickly here, because I won't pull this baby out again for a long time. I think it's really pretty. I am kind of disappointed that the chipping is happening so badly on the customization. So I only use this, I don't know, like once or twice a year now. So then it's in the dust bag. I fold in all of anything that's going to patina. I fold it inside so it doesn't get to air and sunlight, and then cover her up and store her away. And then with this, here we go. There's the interior of this beautiful bag. I'll just do up the zipper. And I love this bag. It's easy, it's elegant, and it's really pretty. I had a really kind of alarming thing happen at the dentist the other day. First world problems, you guys, I know. But I was at the dentist and it was like a series of events that happened, but she told me to put my bag on the counter. So I was like, what counter? So I kind of put it where I thought it was most safe. I put it kind of on the corner, and it was just like, you know, sitting on the counter, kind of open a little bit, right? So she's working on my teeth, and she takes like a wad of whatever it is, like, you know, as she's cleaning me up. And without even kind of looking, she just kind of like swiveled around and she chucked it into the corner, like over my bag, over the sink. Apparently there was a trash can in the back, and I was just like, you know, your mouth is open, you can't really communicate, but I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. She chucked that like with like spit or whatever it is inside of it. She chucked it over my bag into the trash can. I was like, oh. Anyway, not real happiness. And there were a couple other things that happened at the dentist that, so I gave them some feedback. I called the office manager and I just, you know, I gave her some feedback, and I said the most superficial thing is this thing happened with my bag, but then there were a couple other things. She heard me, and I was home for lunch the next day. My husband and I were sitting there talking, and I was actually finally getting a chance to tell him what happened at the dentist. So we were sitting down and I was telling him all the different things that happened at the dentist. The doorbell rings, and it's this man standing there with this beautiful bouquet of flowers, like gorgeous. And I was like, I looked at my husband and I'm like, did you send me these? And he's like, no, who sent you those? So brought them in, I opened it up, and it was this lovely note from the dentist, just, you know, saying, thank you so much for the feedback. We've made changes based on what you told us happened during your appointment, and we really do apologize. And, you know, it was lovely, and it was just totally classy. And I'm telling you, the flowers are absolutely stunning, really, really beautiful. But yeah, I was a little bit horrified, and I said to her, I'm like, first world problems, I know this is superficial, I know, but it was my Valentino bag. You know, it wouldn't have mattered if it was, you know, a $30 bag from Target or something, you know, like it wouldn't have mattered. Just, they need to be a little bit more careful with stuff like that. But anyway, that's my little rant. So here's my beautiful Valentino, switching over from my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and how I store both of those bags and how I use both of those bags. And I'm really excited to get back in this because I can't stop. You know, I was using my favorite, this little tiny bag, for months and months and months, and now I'm, you know, maybe because it's summer and you just want a little bit more ease, I was able to put like a t-shirt in here the other day, and you know, just, it's easy just to throw things in here. You've got a little bit more room, and I just love the elegance of this. I'm so impressed with this bag that now I'm kind of thinking that my next bag may be a Valentino. I went into the Valentino store and they have that beautiful, gorgeous nude. It's kind of like a pink nude, and the leather is gorgeous, and so I think I'm going to do some research and see which one I want next. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you watching. If you get a chance, if you could hit subscribe and like. And I deleted my videos for a little while there, so I lost some subscribers, which is completely understandable. Once I get back up there to a certain number, I've got a fun little giveaway that I'm going to do. So that's kind of where I'm aiming for. But no rush at all. We'll get there when we get there. Have a great Sunday, everyone. I'm looking at my backyard. The sun's out. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to get outside. Gonna go for a walk. Love you all, and have a great day. Bye, guys. Bye.